up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to What Is This About Tarot? This is an extension of Truth and Justice Tarot that is exclusive to my Patreon. There are some clips on here, of course, so you guys can see what it's about. But you have to let me turn this shit off because here we go with this loud ass shit here. I put it on Do Not Disturb. My bad. There are some clips on here, but of course, you have to sign up to Patreon. Truth and Justice Tarot is free, right? Um, and with that being said, let me hit it here. So I don't even have to go into it. Check this out. Truth and Justice Tarot is a Patreon exclusive where I help solve murder and missing person mysteries. Please help me and send in your requests by clicking Send Your Suggestions located under the Contact tab on my website at RacqiRoadTV.com. Watch the series for free by joining my Patreon. Truth and Justice Tarot is a Patreon exclusive where I help solve murder and missing person mysteries. Please help me and send in your requests by clicking Send Your Suggestions located under the Contact tab on my website at RacqiRoadTV.com. Watch the series for free by joining my Patreon. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. We're gonna read the nefarious energies that's what's going on. It's always some shit going on in the dark, honey, that nobody knows about. But we're gonna bring it to light. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay. This is not to be taken for any medical, legal, any type of advice. You cannot blame me for the bullshit and the decisions that you make, honey. We are just doing this to see what is going on. Shout out to all of my people out there that are coming out of the people pleasing energy. Shout out to my people who are coming through and realizing who they are and learning to love themselves and unapologetically. And when I say this, right, there is no excuse for you to be an ass. There's no excuse. I don't care what the fuck you have going on in your life. It's no excuse to treat people like shit. It's no excuse to be condescending. It's no excuse to be mean, nasty, evil hearted. I don't care what your challenges are. You are in control of you, and you should be governing yourself accordingly. But if you're not the nasty person that's malicious and out here doing harm and hurting children and elderly and stuff like that, doing heinous crimes, I want to encourage you to be you and don't allow anyone to change you from being who you are. I don't care what it is. If a person doesn't align with you, then you got to keep it moving. Yes, there is a such thing as compromise, but even with compromise, we have to use our discernment. Sometimes we compromise ourselves out of to even being who we are, and we look up and we don't even know who the fuck we are anymore. You're looking in the mirror, you're like, who is this? I know growing up, I was anything I had to go through emotionally, even now. Even now I'm going through this now, and I'm not giving any digs to my friends. Friends can only help so much. They helped a lot in high school, but now I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? And I consider myself to be a very emotionally mature person, but we all go through things. And at the end of the day, there's just some things that people cannot solve for you. You have to go um within and figure it out. And I had learned to do that at a very early age because I didn't have parents that were good with nurturing my issues. I've been through a lot. I really have. I've been through a lot emotionally. I've been through a lot in my life, and I don't talk about a lot because of the simple fact that I'm not trying to be a victim, right? I've noticed that the people that are the biggest victims, they try to be victorious, or they operate out of victory, and the ones then you have these others that just, I mean, victimhood is like a non-going violin. It's just always something, somebody's always fucking with them. It's always something going on, and it's just like at some point you have to take responsibility for your life. You have to take responsibility for your heart. You have to take responsibility for what you're going through, and you have to make that step to be honest with yourself and to say, there are some things that's going on with me. There are some things that I'm hurting about. There are some things, and I've got to address it because it is not beneficial not to address it. It's only going to tear up your life if you don't. Not dealing with things and allowing them to go on, it's going to be to your detriment. And it would just seem that after being in pain for so long, you would address these things. But I want to encourage you, do not beat up on yourself. If you're going through something, seek the help that you need. Again, like I was saying, as a kid, I didn't have a father and a mother that would sit up there and coddle me emotionally. And this is not a knock to them. They operated out of what they were able to do, right? They dealt with me and parented me the best way they knew how, as dysfunctional as it was. And me being a parent and an adult, I understand. I have a lot of understanding. Therefore, I do not blame them. But now that at my age, I have learned to implement boundaries, because at the end of the day, you can understand where a person is coming from. But that doesn't mean that you should allow them to wreak havoc in your life with their issues. So therefore, you have to place boundaries, but we also have to give grace and understand that everybody has a different journey and a walk, and they're doing the best that they can. If they know better, they do better, because with truth convicts the heart, and then you will act accordingly. There is no way that the mind and the spirit can be in conflict and go forward at ease. It's got to do something, whether it slips itself into delusion to move forward, or something has to be done. But when the truth comes in, you are convicted and you do move accordingly. These are just some of the things that I want to speak about before I get into this. You will notice with this episode, what is this shit about? Tarot. That I will have my little speeches, and you might think that I'm on my soapbox. Not that at all. I really want to encourage you, and also some things that I'm going through. Those are my ministry. That is my ministry, to reach out and speak on. If you would like to support me, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm definitely going through a huge transition in my time. This is not like the church, right? Let's shut the doors till we raise $2,000. No, ain't no type of shit like that. Actually, I know how we are as a people. We're very distrusting of one another because there are so many scam artists. So if you would like to support me, please stop by my Patreon shop. There are many items there that you might resonate with, that you would find value for. You might find value in, that you can actually get something out of supporting me versus just handing me some money, right? It's just like the guy we see on the corner begging for money. We don't know if he's supporting a habit or whatever, unless your discernment speaks to you and tells you to give to that person. You really don't know what they're doing with that money. And so therefore, I get it. So that's why I say, if you'd like to support me outside of just donating, I do have things that I am selling, ebooks, um materials, all type of stuff like that's helpful, tarot class. I have different things that you might find value in, that you can support. Okay, I appreciate you very much, but make sure you sign up to my Patreon, because that is where I put my social media content. I'm not really big on social media as much. I keep TikTok. I was gonna delete it, but I've rebooted it up so I can kind of like look at TikTok. But because of the stalking of my social media and different issues that I've had in the past, I rather just have Patreon. Therefore, I know people who are going to follow me on Patreon, they are serious, right? They're not coming to play and cause me disturbance. So yeah, it's just I'm really in the era of supporting my peace, putting up my boundaries all the way around. I'm very serious about that, and I encourage you to do the same. With that being said, okay, we're gonna go from the light messages of the energy to what the hell is going on out here, what is this shit about, and then we're gonna get into the nefarious. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Why am I hearing wade in the water? What in the world? Okay, so we got fulfillment of wishes coming out here. So that's always good. Uh-oh. We've got third eye in reverse. Okay, so some of y'all, I'm picking up that somebody is probably, there's some messages that's coming through that you're not paying attention to. Also, if you're having issues with the third eye chakra, here is some advice. Number one, you can go on YouTube and look for like singing bowls, tuning forks, stuff like that to balance your chakras. You want to meditate. There are also herbs like harataki that you can take. There is something else. I think colloidal gold or something that I take too for that to unblock that. If you can get rid of your fluoride toothpaste, okay, because that is a block or two. You might need to take a detox. I know I've been naturally detoxing as I've been really convening with spirit and my spirit team, my spirit guides, the divine source of all. So it's been kind of a natural thing for me, and it allows you to get very clear, and hear spirit well. Okay, some of y'all are looking at different options that you want to do. Okay, and it says patience and planning. You got to understand that it's okay. Whatever you feel led to do, go ahead and do that. But you need to have patience. You need to plan it out and have patience for it to come into fruition. Okay, I know a lot of things seem to be like things just happen overnight. We have overnight stars. No, people really, unless they're industry plants, is something nefarious going on in the background. You have to do the motherfucking work, and that's just what it is. Okay, and that goes for myself too. Okay, somebody here, you know what your heart's been telling you to do. You know what your destiny is. It is very heart centered. It's been heavy on you. It's been coming in your dreams. It's been you've been having flashes about it. It's time to get to it. This is the time and the era to do so. Okay. Throat chakra. Somebody got a story to tell that's going to bring about change with five at the top. You never know how your story is going to change, and that, like just enlighten people, lift people's spirits, give them different perspective, and that's what I've been led to do. I'm going to take that message even for myself as a encouragement to share my stories, share my pains, be transparent. Sometimes it is very difficult, and I understand if sometimes discretion is needed depending on the people involved. What you have to do is learn a balancing act between telling your truth and also protecting the ones that you love, and that can be a task within itself. But don't be discouraged from telling your truth. And if anything, if it's going to help you, it's just like a form of therapy, you know. Again, what comes out after we were just talking about a truth? 20 at the top, um, I'll reduce that down to two. So your truth is both light and the dark, right? The truth is powerful even when you go deep inside the things that you are uncomfortable to address and talk about. A lot of people are suffering. I want to tell you this right now, okay? A lot of people are suffering because they will not acknowledge the truth. They know what the truth is, but for some reason they have some fear of the truth. They have some fear with sitting with self. They have some fear of addressing it. Anything that is good for you, it will stay in your life, and then that's not, it will leave your life. And you need to allow things that are not within your best interest to walk out the door and to exit stage left. Stop holding on to shit that's only weighing you down. It's not beneficial. You must tell the truth. And the only way you can be truthful is if that you're truthful to yourself, because the first lie we tell is that the lie we tell ourselves. Follow your intuition. Again, sometimes, this lady is looking in the mirror, right? Follow your intuition and look in the mirror to get the truth. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But follow your intuition no matter what. And I want to say this too. A lot of times we talk to people or whatever, but only you know what's best for you. I'm not saying don't get advice, right? Sound advice is always great. Sound advice. Okay, but some of these people be talking that bullshit. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know their ass from their mouth. So why are you even talking to them? But I will say at the same time, even a person that is living what appears to be a life of mess, they have a ministry too. There's something to be learned too, but you have to have discernment with that though. You know what I mean? So everybody has their ministry. Here we go, the transformation card. Your transformation lies with the information that is within your heart. Okay, you see the green shirt that she has heart chakra energy here. 13 at the top. We will 1 plus 3 is 4. That's your security, your stability. You are transforming into a more stable situation, stable era at the moment. Okay. On this card, this temptation, this devil card, a lot of times what's holding us back, 15-6, from our fulfillment is our lustful desires, our addictions. It could be addictions. It could be a lustful demon that you're walking around with. You cannot control yourself. Maybe you have a drinking problem. Maybe you have a drug problem, gambling problem, whatever the problem is. You can't shut the fuck up problem. Some people can't shut the fuck up. Every time you look up, they're talking too much and they're putting their foots in their mouths. You know? Uh-oh. I ain't even had to do much. This popped up. Let's see. Material harvest. This is the year of 9. 9 is at the top. So a lot of people are coming into their material harvest. If you've been planting seeds and working diligently, you will begin to see them bud. But you must have patience, right? Remember that patience and planning has come out. You must be doing the work and you must be standing in truth. Okay? We'll end with that set of cards right there. Now let's get into the shits. What's looming in the dark? Oh, y'all, it's another day. I told y'all I'd be back. My goal is to do this probably like Monday through Friday or some shit like that. It just, I've been working on like really getting my kids more self sufficient. I've been having them wash their own clothes this year. I'm having them cook for themselves. I mean, because they are about to be 14 and 15. My oldest is 20. At this point, it is time. I have mothered and smothered and hovered. You know what I'm saying? And it is time for everybody to start carrying their weight and me to also start being able to free up some of my time to do the things that I need to do. I am confident in the things that I have done, and making them self-sufficient is important. I don't want my kids to be codependent. I don't want them to have to get with people to eat or to live or anything like that, because it puts them in harm's way, because they become at mercy of other people and their shit. You need to be able to hold your own in life, because anything can change for any reason at any time. And there's a lot of components and things working in the background that we do not see, and we have to be equipped to be able to get up on our feet at any given time. Okay, this is a deck that I'm using here. Remember, I brought this bitch out yesterday. Caution, crime scene. Okay, what's going on in the background? Spirit. Ooh, hold on now. Hold on. What's going on? What you got for us? Oh Lord. Witness may fear coming forward with valuable information. This person is saying help. As I see this card, I see somebody tied to a chair, hog tied to a chair. Somebody is scared. Maybe they were at one time. Maybe they were tied up. But they know, like, deep down, that this is deeper than rap, right? Like, they have to speak up, but they're scared because of what they went through. Okay, what else? We'll take these. Killer has a history of committing crimes. Look at this. Birds. Animal spirits been flying around. It's like a fly on the wall. The animals could speak to some of these crimes. This is a whole story. This is a whole series with this book at the bottom with this killer. Remember, this came out yesterday. Killer may have an item belonging to the victim. See this necklace here? Might be some jewelry or something that this killer is hanging around. Sometimes these killers, what they like to do is hold trophies, right? They like to hold pieces as a like some kind of scorecard, some sick bullshit that they be on. Here's another one. Killer is a predator who tracks a specific type of victim. It is very important that when you are out and about that you are being vigilant. It's very important that you're paying attention to your surroundings. It's very important that you make eye contact with people because people are always looking for somebody slipping. The person that is out doing shit like this, they're not looking for anything that's going to bring attention to the shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember years ago, I had somebody approach me in Target, and my spirit just told me something wasn't right. I forgot what he was asking me, but what I did was try to like lead him to like the authorities. I forgot how I finagled it, but I did it in a way to let him know, bitch, don't play with me. So you just gotta really be on it. You know what I'm saying? What else? Somebody might like Anita Baker too. Because I'm hearing, been so long, I'm missing you, baby. It says illegal activities played a role. And here you got somebody kicking like a woman over the cliff. Okay. Give me kind of like I kind of feel like somebody was doing something illegal. They had a partner and they wanted to get rid of the partner to shut them up too. Okay, what else do we have? This flipped over. Let's see. Victim had a history with the killer. Doesn't that kind of follow up? Again, a man and a woman. Okay. So some type of I don't know why I hear double mint twins. That's crazy as hell. But some type of hookup going on, some kind of diabolical partnership. What- Anything else? Ooh. It says lies, deception, and a potential cover up. Well, of course, in any crime, it's going to be lies and deception and potential cover up. You see these knives in the back? It also makes me think there's people trying to attempt to throw somebody up under the bus or frame them for something so they can cut and run type of thing. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes, y'all. Okay, let me I want to let y'all know that because people be getting their ass in a bunch, baby, and I don't have time for the shit. I'm just I have no doubt that this bullshit is going on, but I'm just saying, like, all right, and multiple people were involved with the crime. Could be some kind of organized crime connection here, a group of people into organized crime. I mean, teamwork do make the dream work, right? And if you want to pull off something like this and pull it off well, you're gonna need a team. So, anything else? Now this says victim didn't know the killer. Hmm. So now this is bringing me because this is another case. This is leading to something else. Okay, we're gonna stop these cards right here and start with the true crime oracle deck because that's getting into a whole nother scenario because the victim did know the person, the killer, and now this one doesn't. So that's a whole nother thing. So they didn't side swipe into some other lane and shit. All right. True crime oracle cards. I'm here. Get Right by J Lo. Maybe somebody's a J Lo fan, or maybe they telling somebody they need to get right. Maybe somebody's a partier. Okay. All right. Trigger warnings. Okay, so whatever's going on. There's some people that's dating. This could be a couple that are in cahoots in the shit. We've got the legal proceedings here. So something might be either being examined in the court regarding this case, or it will be, or there maybe is some kind of fraud being presented before the court being looked into. Okay. We've got trigger warning here, strangulation. Okay. It makes me feel like also somebody was trying to stage something as if it is an unalivement by choice versus is someone just murdering this person. Okay, we have trapped. We have a dog here that's trapped. When I see this, it makes me feel like whoever this person, I feel like the dog is more symbolism in this case. So it's like, you know how they say men are dogs or whatever. Like it might be this man that's just very wayward, very bouncing around from trollop to trollop, and he's feeling trapped for some reason. Maybe he's realizing his back is against the wall. He has some kind of part in it. See? Oh, damn car dropped. Sorry, y'all. Oh, celebrity. Ooh wee. Okay, so this is getting even deeper. Okay, so some kind of celebrity. Why do I look at that guy and think Dwelle? I'm not pulling Dwelle in this. I'm just. That's what I'm thinking. Anything else? Okay, so we've got the desert. So I'm feeling like at some point that this whole situation had kind of reached a dry spell. It was kind of on the low, and now it might be revving back up again. We've got a secret here. There's some secret that might be locked behind some door or some old storage spot or something to that nature. We've got love here. So, we did have the dating the couple earlier. So maybe it's some kind of love triangle or something with some people in love involved in this. Spouse, partner. So this again pointing to a couple. Power supply. Hmm. So I'm picking this up two ways. Somebody being used for energy harvesting. I'm also picking up this might be some activity might be going around some kind of power plant or something like that. I don't know. That cleanup card comes out every motherfucking time. So somebody trying to clean up, right? They trying to clean up their mess. Something tells me though, ain't gonna be no cleaning up. I do feel like it's something that went down the drains or in the water sewer system or in the body of water. That motherfucker. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Organized crime. You don't say. We already was talking about that. Okay, what else? this is giving me like this. What I feel like this is like some powerful shit. Okay, there's perversion going on. So this to me is bringing back into like some cold shit, some Illuminati type bullshit, some Diddy type shit. It's giving me that type of vibe. You know, I mean, because the motherfuckers in the neighborhood, they don't have the type of tenacity, skills, resources to pull this type of shit off, right? But even the best of the crooks and criminals, everybody has their day, right? So, as powerful and as resourceful as you are, when you play in the dark long enough, the light has to come through and shine on it. It's just what it is. It's not even nothing like taboo about it. It's just how it is, right? Because balance, truth, order, justice, restoration must always come to all situations. Even if something goes on for 50, 111 years, at some point it's going to end, right? Okay, anything else? Make sure y'all liking and sharing this video, y'all. Drugs and poison is involved. So, okay, we could again, like I said, it's probably some kind of the organized crime has a lot to do with running drugs. It has to do with trafficking. It has to do with a lot of shit. It's layers. And think about it. I mean, these people have to get this kind of money that they have. It's deeper than singing. Remember, we got the celebrity card out here. It's different. It's deeper than touring and spinning records and shit like that. They have to have a whole system to pull in and pull off these lifestyles, right? Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Don't pay attention to me. I'm just bullshitting. Everybody bullshitting, right? And I'm making them t-shirts. Everybody bullshitting. Y'all gonna see mine pretty soon here. Let's see. This card came out yesterday. There's somebody alive, somebody that they thought was gone. They have restored themselves with this first aid kit. They are alive. They're probably in hiding. Okay, and they have a test. I've got a testimony. They got a testimony. Okay. It brings me back to that card that the victim was afraid to speak. Let's see. Anything else? Ooh. Dismemberment. So this gives me, in some cases, the victims were tortured and dismembered. I'm even given a picture. I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a syringe, like leaking with fluid. Some people were like drugged in a type of way. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna pull one. We're gonna do one more thing, and then we're gonna pull some other cards. Oh. Oh, jeez. That's the only thing about these cards, y'all. They be flipping and flopping and flailing. Okay, so somebody is trying to run away. Somebody know that the hammer is coming down. What in the hell? Why is it moving slow like that? Okay. So two things. Somebody's trying to run away. They know the hammer's going down, and this might also been the victim that is alive that ran away. Okay. Got cover up here. Remember that movie V for Vendetta? All right. Let's get to the Kipper deck. Way-oh, 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 way-oh. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, way-oh. Ba-ba, way-oh. All right. Okay, we got bad health. This card came out yesterday. Okay, somebody's security. 31 at the top, 3 plus 1 is 4. Security, stability. Somebody's security is in bad health, or someone could literally be in bad health here. Unexpected income coming. And it might be, you see how there's this caregiver here to this person with bad health? That unexpected income might be coming from that person, or they're banking on it coming from that person. See, what did I say? There's an expectation. 28, 10 at the top. 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm going fast. My bad, y'all. 2 plus 8 is 10. That's a completion. So there is an expectation that's this person has that's going to bring them to their completion, their emotional fulfillment, their end all be all with this income. They're just waiting. They waiting on a call. When this motherfucker gonna, you know, check out, or you know how people are. And they'd be the same sons of bitches at the funeral, falling out and acting a damn fool. And you know the whole time you was waiting on this person to croak. You funky bitch. Y'all know. Change. Oh shoot. With 9 at the top. This is the year of 9 change. And you know what? It's some change coming. It's some movement on this shit that be going on in the shadows. That's what I get with that change. It's some exposure coming. It's going to be some change. People are going to start thinking twice before they come up with this shit that they be doing. They're going to start thinking about it. There's going to be some examples made because we have been running amok on this planet long enough. It is time to raise the vibration. It is time to move from the heart. I personally, and I'm gonna keep pulling the cards, but you know I'm gonna talk in between. I personally know a lot about conditional love. I've seen a lot of it growing up. I have seen a lot of it. And one thing about it, I will say that I really can be honest and say I know what unconditional love is because I give it. And mainly I'm able to give it because of what the creator has made me to be, but I love myself. I have a real knowing of myself, and I have a real deep self-love, so therefore I know how to pour into other people. I know what love is. And but you got to understand what I've been learning is the boundaries, right? The implementing the boundaries, because I'm really a giver, I'm a lover. And but everybody is not in a position to accept that love, and it's very obvious because there's a lot of shit that goes on. And you know it wouldn't go on if these people are operating out of love, divine love, right? Unconditional love. So we're being forced into that area. Like enough is a fuck enough, right? Y'all got to get your shit together. So that's what I see with change. What else? And I want to say this too. You know, all these money, all you scam likely motherfuckers, listen here. Enough is enough with that shit too. Because honestly, when you're living your life in love, if you do everything out of love, like money and all of that stuff is a frequency. So that stuff is just a byproduct of living right and leading out of love. Y'all want to scam the fuck out of everybody. And for what? Because that stuff, you'll be a scam artist for the rest of your life because you're not operating on the right frequency. So it's just going to come and go and come and go till your ass is jammed up either behind bars or you have transition. So it's like choose wisely for real. Okay, so I guess that's it for this deck because nothing else is popping up on that one. All right, let's go to my Tarot Unexplained deck. And then we're going to get the fuck up out of here. Again, hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that, you know, if you like to support your girl, you don't have to just, you know, give me no cash. Because like I said, people, they feel insecure about that, right? They don't know what people are doing with their money. I'm always going to be honest, but I do have things of value that you can get for your money. So there's stuff to purchase in my Patreon shop, right? So you won't feel like you're just pouring into somebody else that's going to take the money and jack it off somewhere. And that's not me. I'm, listen, anything I get, I'm making the best out of it. This is an interesting deck. I have to read it intuitively, so let's see. Oh, let me show y'all. I had saw it. Tarot Unexplained. That thing be taking a little while to focus, don't it? Focus, bitch. Focus. Okay. 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 The Men in Black. Here comes the Men in Black. All right. So it's definitely some they've been saying, there's a lot of people saying, and it's a lot of bullshit artists out here too, but they've been talking about the aliens coming in. So I'm sure the secret agents of the government are on working overtime, right? I mean, they have been, right? They've been having contact with them before they even let us know. So this is not nothing new. And then the veil is lifting and stuff. We've got three of knockers here. You see Bigfoot. So something is definite foot. The supernatural is coming forth. It's moving in the background. We got advocate of saucers. You've got people that is actually witnessing alien activity. Some people may have had visits. You'll probably see an uptick. I know I have seen some. You will probably be seeing the uptick, more of conversation on this matter. Okay, we got four of knockers. So here it is. There's more illumination or more alien activity. These cards are really like interesting, right? So here we got the advocate of knockers. So again, somebody that's really into this whole alien thing. And so they're going to be out here giving their statements, and they're investigating. Excuse my dog acting a damn fool. Let's see. That was too many cards that came out. Y'all, my left eye is twitching. I'm so sick of Chase barking all the motherfucking time. Hunter of portals. So we got people out here. It's giving me airbender vibes. You got some people out here practicing their airbending. You got some people out here, looking for portals, looking for trouble, need to mind their motherfucking business before they get into shit. We've got the remote viewer here, so people are really getting tapped in and turned on. This also gives me like vibes of the secret society doing remote viewing. Okay. I think y'all get the point. I think we'll stop right there. Well, y'all, thank you so much for fucking with a girl. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Patreon for free. Okay, I have so much good content on there that is free. But I also have stuff that you have to pay for, like stuff that's really deep and intimate to me. I'm going to put it under a paid tier. There still will be a level of depth and transparency under the free tier, but it's still where you have to subscribe. Like, it's not going to be public. You still have to become a member of that. So make sure you check that out. Again, make sure if you're interested in supporting me, you can support me through my Patreon shop. I have a lot going on. I have some ebooks. I have a tarot class. I have some resources for content creators. I have some things, you know what I'm saying? So just check it out. Look out for your girl. Tell somebody about me. Share this video. And I love y'all so much. It's been a good time. I'll probably see you tomorrow. All right.